For the wrath of God is being revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men, who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth. For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them. As we say in common vernacular, the Nile is not just a river in Egypt. For his invisible attributes, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived since the creation of the world in the things that have been made, so they are without excuse. Hopefully I do some exegesis and not eisegesis here. In this passage, there are three arguments of philosophers like Thomas Aquinas and Augustine and others later on, like Alvin Plantinga recently, have been articulating in a powerful format. What I'm going to do is take Romans chapter 20 and pull three arguments out of it. Let's look at specifically one particular verse. It says, his incredible, invisible attributes have been clearly seen. John Calvin said, there is something within all of us called the sensus divinatus, or Latin for the sense of the divine. All of us have it. Some of us suppress it, some of us deny it, but all of us have it. It's in the very nature of who we are. But some of us have questions about how we know that to be the case, and they're legitimate questions. So the scripture here says that since the world itself was a creation, it was created. This is in contrast to some who argue that the world itself is eternal. Well, modern cosmology tells us otherwise. It's not eternal. It was made at a certain particular point in time and space. It says, in the things that have been made there is a word for design. Things have been designed. It's not the appearance of design, it's actually designed. I'll give you evidence for it as we move on. And finally, it says, they are without excuse. That's a moral argument. We are morally obligated to follow the law that's written in all of our hearts. In a kindergarten classroom, you have kids, and you'll hear this happen often, where you'll have the words come out, it's not fair. Now, this kid didn't take a class on moral ethics, did he, or epistemology of knowledge? No, he didn't have to. It's written in his heart, the moral law. All of us have it. Doesn't matter your religion or background.